For the indigenous souls of all people who can still remember how to be real cultures, life is a race to be elegantly run, not a race to be competitively won. It cannot be won. It is the gift of the world's diverse motion that must be maintained, because human life has been given the gift of elegant motion. Whether we limp, roll, crawl, stroll, or fly, it is an obligation to engender that elegance of motion in our daily lives, in service of maintaining life, by moving and living as beautifully as we can. All else, to me, has the familiar taste of that domineering, warlike harshness that daily tries to cover its tracks in order to camouflage the deep ruts of some old, sick, grinding, ungainly need to flee away from the elegance of our original indigenous human souls. Our attempt to avariciously conquer or win a place where there are no problems, whether it be heaven or a new democracy, never mind if it is a spiritually ugly and immorally won and taken from someone else who is already there, has made a citifying world of people who, unconscious of it, have become our own ogreish problem to ourselves, our future, and the world. This is a problem that we cannot continue to attempt to competitively outrun by more and more effectively designed technological approaches to speed away from the past, for the specter of our own earth-wasting reality runs grinning competitively right alongside of us. By developing even more effective and entertaining methods of escape that only burn up the earth, the air, the animals, the plants, and the deeper substance of what it should mean to be human, by competing to get ahead, we have created a breakless competition that has outrun our innate beauty and marked out a very definite and imminent finish line. Living in and on a sphere, we cannot really outrun ourselves anyway. Therefore, I say, the entire devastating and hideous state of the world and its constant wounding and wrecking of the wild, beautiful, natural, viable, and small, only to keep alive an untenable cultural precedence, is truly a spiritual sickness, one that will not be cured by the efficient use of the same thinking that maintains the sickness. Nor can this overly expensive, highly funded illness be symptomatically kept at bay any longer by more political, environmental, or social programs. We must, as individuals and communities, take the time necessary to learn how we might indigenously remember what a sane, original existence for a viable people might look like. To begin remembering our indigenous belonging on the earth, back to life, we must metabolize as individuals the grief of recognition of our lost directions, digest it into a valuable spiritual compost that allows us to learn to stay put without outrunning our strange past, and to get small, unarmed, brave, and beautiful. By trying to feed the holy in the nature with the fruit of the beauty from the tree of memory of our indigenous souls, grown in the composted failures of our past need to conquer, watered by the tears of our cultural grief, we might become ancestors worth descending from, and possibly grow a place of hope for a time beyond our own.